Baseball. It's weird. I love it. This was a weird thing that happened today. We'll get to more on the actual full day, but this play to open this game was very weird. Donovan Solano throws with his glove, and Dallas Keuchel catches with his hand. I know these guys are professional baseball players, but somebody might want to explain that they're doing the opposite. Whatever works. Whatever works. We're going to take a look at actually every batter faced of this Dallas Keuchel outing because it was a big one. He carried a perfect game into the seventh inning, and he made that great play to open the game. Royce Lewis made a couple nice plays in the field, but really it didn't require any kind of crazy like web gems or, usually when you carry a perfect game that late into the game, it does require there's at least one signature play that was really crazy. Again, that Solano Keuchel play to open the game was pretty impressive. And Dallas Keuchel, what a tremendous defensive pitcher, the best defensive pitcher of his generation. Plenty of gold gloves. To his credit, he's amazing in the field out there. But yeah, Keuchel, couldn't get a job this offseason because he was so bad last year. Got absolutely destroyed by the Phillies last outing. Had 0 strikeouts in his first 2 appearances with the Twins. I wouldn't have given him this shot, just to be completely... Wait, hold on. We'll pull receipts in a moment here. I'll take that back. But Louis Varland's been pitching really well in AAA, so the Twins had a great alternative option if they wanted to go another direction. And this was huge because the Twins won 2-0 today, so they needed a excellent outing from their starting pitcher today to win this ball game. Dallas Keuchel delivered that. 6 1/3 innings, no walks, 3 strikeouts. Still wasn't like crazy missing bats or anything. Threw 53 of his 85 pitches for strikes. That's only a 62.4 strike percentage. There's another one of those Royce Lewis plays I was referring to. So it's not as if he was completely pounding the zone nonstop against Pittsburgh, but the big thing was 15 of 20 on first pitch strikes. So did do an amazing job at getting first pitch strikes, and then after that kind of played around with guys. I think he and Ryan Jeffers really were on the same page and knew what they were up to here. There's another play by Lewis, a little routine. It's good to see Edouard Julien, too, making all the routine plays there. Not that he was challenged all that much, but, it hasn't always been the case with him. And then here's the hit that breaks it up. Brian Reynolds, an all-star for Pittsburgh, a really great player on a great swing. We'll take another look at that. Keuchel and Jeffers have a nice moment on the mound there. And Rocco takes him out. And Keuchel admitted at this point he was pretty much out of gas. So he was pretty cool with getting taken off. Gave the Target Field crowd, who was giving him a nice ovation, the tip of the cap. You could tell he was enjoying the moment. Well-deserved as well. This is a good pitch, too. That was just a great swing by Brian Reynolds. So credit to the opposition for breaking that up. And, I called it. I called it this morning. Keuchel's pitching today. Yeah, not confident in him. Personally, I think you're wrong, Robert. This guy's a tough veteran. I think he's due. I think he's going to bounce back. Pittsburgh, they should be lucky. They should be crossing their fingers they even get a hit off this guy. I think he's going to throw a perfect game out there. All right, I apologize. I paid a lot of money to have that edited to look professional, and, I didn't look at it until now. I realized that that was clearly overdubbed. I'm embarrassed. This is a scandal that I will never recover from. I apologize. Dallas Keuchel proved me wrong today. He pitched great. Here's a look at the lineup. Edouard Julien drove in both of the Twins' runs in this one. Got a sac fly and then an RBI double. The Twins, though, struck out 16 times. Joey Gallo struck out 3 times. Jorge Polanco struck out 4 times. That seems really unusual for him. He's the DH today. But moving on to the Saints and Yunior Severino. We're just going to take a big, long look at Yunior Severino because this man did it again. Hit one over the batter's eye in St. Paul. In his previous game, he hits 2 home runs in this one. 2 homers, both from the left side, and he gets all of these. This guy just absolutely crushes it, and he'll have one of the worst-looking swings that you've ever seen in one pitch and then hit one out in the next one. That's exactly what happened here in his first at-bat of the game. So with 2 home runs, he now has 4 home runs in 12 games since getting promoted to AAA, and 28 home runs in 96 games on the season. He's in the top 10 among all minor leaguers in home runs. 28 home runs in the season for Yunior Severino. He played third base today, so we're going to take a look at some of his defense over there. He's been playing quite a bit of first base. Doesn't get the out here, but that was a nice play. Nice barehanded pick. He's been playing first base. He's kind of started up in his minor league career as a second baseman. There's a nice play where he times the bounce, gets it on a nice bounce and fires it across. This is another play he doesn't make, but he saved extra bases there. Can't get the transfer. I don't think he would have got the out anyway. But again, just diving and stopping that ball, prevents an extra base hit. Here he and Michael Boyle were having some fun. I'm not sure what was said in the top of the fifth inning, but he and Michael Boyle, who's a reliever for the Saints, they were having a good time. There was some jarring, some smiles, but they were feeling good at the end of that. And then the very next pitch, it gets another pop-up to Severino, and he goes for a high five with Boyle, and Boyle just gives him a big old hug. So he's a guy who really, you see him smiling a lot. He seems to have fun. His teammates really seem to enjoy him too. So Yunior Severino is a really fun player. Wichita, I didn't grab any highlights, but my goodness, look at this box score from their lineup. 3 hits for Alex Isola, Jake Rucker, and Ernie Yake. Homers for Rucker and Yake. They have 16 hits and 7 walks. They scored 12 runs. 8 for 14 with runners in scoring position was Wichita. Crazy. Keuchel Rosario hit his 18th home run of the season for Cedar Rapids. He has an .851 OPS now. The 2020 fifth-round pick out of Hawaii. 21 years old. Keuchel Rosario lighting it up. And before we get to the stats, got to call out, it's a sweep. It's a sweep, baby. Everybody wins today. Celebration all around. Here's a look at the notable hitting performances. Jay Harry was the guy for the Muscles again. 3 for 5. Draftee out of this year's class out of Penn State. Really playing well for the Mighty Muscles. Moving on over to the pitching side. Here is a look at the notable pitching performances from today. All the starters, I should say. Dobnak had another rough one, but Pearson Ole had a very efficient start for Wichita today. Zebby Matthews walked 2 batters, so somebody may need to check up on him. Is he all right? He's a guy who's got just a tremendous strikeout-to-walk ratio this year, but still a pretty solid start for him. Anyway, thanks for checking this out. Thanks so much to all the channel members here, the premium members. If you're interested in becoming a member, you get an extra video from me every Monday, and that starts at $1.99 a month, so check that out. Thanks so much again. We'll talk again soon.